Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics The War of the Lions, with me, Almeiron. Here, just going to do a quick check. Doesn't have 1,000. Nothing I'm really going for with Agrius. I don't even know why I opened that. Cold Run, 240 White Mage things. No, there's nothing you can get with that. Meta Rack as Ninja. Ninja's all the way down here. That's right, saving up for dual wield. Errol wasn't there last time. Serena. 470, so close. So very close. Okay. We ready? We're gonna have to be, so I'm proceeding. Alright. This is the most difficult fight in this section. I highly recommend you at least have one Chantage Ninja by this point as a failsafe. Monastery Vault's first level, so that's right. The level goes up as we go down, so this is back at the ground floor. Alma, you didn't hide well enough. Alma, let me go! Wiegraf, Isolde, I will secure the monastery. Take the girl and go. Isolde, come on, no need to struggle. Alma, Ramza, help me! Wiegraf, so, Ramza Beelv is here. Do not be deceived by his youth. He is a worthy foe. Gird yourselves well for battle. Defeat Wiegraf. So this one can be really tough. There's a black mage, a pair of archers. Wiegraf himself is like an Agrius with his sword skills. If you do not have Chantage and you rush in, a character will die. I pretty much guarantee it. I have done this fight where I've had to kill Wiegraf because I realized too late that I wasn't strong enough to kill everybody else. I've had this fight where I've been able to handle it pretty well, so we'll see. Wiegraf, Miluda, you will soon be avenged. He's a white knight. Oh, I forgot he can just walk forward and do this. Oh, that hurts. Forgot I usually, the second time through that I have to do this fight, which has happened far more often than I'd like to admit, I try to spread everybody out on that opening thing so that he can't hit more than one person at a time. Shoot. Ramza. Wiegraf, you live? Wiegraf, I have lived for this, Ramza. How long has it been since last we met? Ramza, then you were a warrior who fought to make your dream reality. Now you are only a thrall of the church. Wiegraf, what troubled sleep have you known to speak of my dreams? No matter how sweet, a dream left unrealized must fade into day. Only with power can dreams be made real. I see the truth of it now. What good dreams without that power? You think me a thrall? So be it. Your envenomed words succor me, for when at last you yield, as you must, their poison will consume you. Alright. Oh shoot, I freaking forgot he doesn't have items. Yeah, okay. Note to self. Level Agrius as a chemist to get high X potions. Reign of Wisdom, 72. Okay. And I broke another sword. Anyway, get out of dodge. We're going to try to make things more difficult for Wiegraf there. You're at height 8. You're at height 5. 4. 1. 1.5. Alright, well, let's go to this height 4. It's the easiest way to make sure I can do this. Doesn't matter if I hit anybody but Isolde because nobody else has been hit. Well, good to know at least one of their knights would take a lot of damage from a spell. Oh, that was good. That was super good. Thank you for that, Errol. Oh, hi, Kane. Are you going to join me on the futon? Decided to stop lying on the floor? Good dodge. Thank you. So I like to try, usually, to kill everybody if I can, just for, job points. Mostly at this point, job points. But, if it's not possible, I will focus down Wiegraf. I just have to get a better sense. Nice. That'll help. Ramza. I pity you, Wiegraf. Even as a man of broken dreams, you might still have been remembered fondly. Your ideas lifted the people, showed them the cracks in the age-old facade of the aristocracy. You acted on your convictions, and so ennobled those actions. But what would the people think now? What would Miluda and your fallen friends think of this barter you've struck? Dreams built on borrowed stone are defiled before they are made. Wiegraf, what have you done that did not rely on the labors of others? From birth you have wanted for nothing. You cannot know what it is to live the meager life we do. He's got a point. Reason may trick you to believe you do, but your heart can never know. Harsh is the world in which we live, harsher still than you can imagine. You have neither right nor reason to pour scorn on me. I mean, he's not wrong. Ramza has not had to suffer the same way. Thank goodness that instant KO didn't go through. But, yeah, it all gets muddied when you remember that there are demons, actual demons, inside the aura site. We're the only ones who know. Ooh. Critical hit, that was nice. That was not nice. Yeah. It's okay. Well, why Rex Archer's Bane wasn't triggering there, I do not know. Alright, let's see. $69% for 130. 100% for 190. We'll give that a shot. Well, I think everybody else should be able to go before Wiegraf gets another turn, so... Alright, let's see. No, not quite. Alright, well... Not on a direct line. It's really hard on this level with the big wall between them. So we'll just do this. If Ramza hits, that means that the knight at least goes down. Unfortunately, I can't actually compare the 55 damage to the Kotetsu damage without doing the Kotetsu. because it doesn't target 72, so it's better. Alright, height. Don't care about that knight, but level 22, level 23, level 24, 23. Okay, so we'll do prime, level prime. That one, I didn't want to go down, I wanted to go up. Level prime Firaga, because you can. Straight up murder. Fantastic. That's going to get irritating. No. Wiegraf's just going to come in and murder you both. I don't want that. Alright, well. Still, damage is damage. Shoot, Wiegraf's going to go murder those two. Or not. Those two. Oh, she stopped Ramza. Oh, that's not good. Oh, Black Mage. No. Okay, at least Serena's not stopped. Oh, Serena might go down, though, because the spell's gonna go off. Huh? Okay, Serena didn't go down. I'll take it. I'll take it. Throw a Platinum Dagger. That's 45 damage there, 35 damage there. Alright, we'll go with the 45. Yeah, now Serena's going to go down. This is... oh no! Thank you, Rack, my decoy. My fabulous decoy. Alright, get back up, Ramza, please. 1 hit point, yeah. Serena can do some healing. At least keep them on their feet for a little while longer. Serena's going to jet dash down here. Ramza's at height 5. I don't think anybody else is at height 5. I mean, Agris is, but... Okay. Height multiple of 5. Kiraga. I guess I should have kept Serena up there, but I wasn't thinking about that Errol would get the next turn. I was separating them from Wiegraf. Yes, come closer. Thank you. Perfect. Less perfect. Oh, don't. It hits hard, but it does as long as the instant kill doesn't proc, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I love that perfume chantage. It is my favorite thing in this game. What? You thought that my ninja was down, but my ninja just got up again. Alright, we're gonna do... well, actually... height 7. You know what? Errol tends to be more destructive. Oh, right. 5 is a prime number. Alright, well, in that case, we'll go ahead and do this instead. Agrius needs it. Rack is great with it, too, so... Agrius's faith, obviously not as high as Ramza's. Nice dodge, thank you for that. I absolutely cannot keep this formation. I really need somebody else to go before Wiegraf gets his next turn. Other than Serena. Hey, a job level. Okay, good. Okay. I was able to pull this off. The support of the arithmetician has really been fantastic. I'm surprised you didn't do a Judgment Blade, but sure. I'll take it. Rack. Assassinate. And then just, hold the blade over the body, just for fun. Alright, Wiegraf is at height 6. Everybody else is at heights that aren't multiples of 3. Height multiple of 3. Viraga. Do it. Murder. Nah, he's not dead. Wiegraf. Do not think you've won. I hold the Zodiac Stone Ares. I will not fall so easily. Teleport. Okay. There we go. Ramza. Damn you, Wiegraf. The battle is won. Plenty of gil. That's good. I need the money so that I can go buy more armor. Wiegraf trailing blood. Islud. Wiegraf, you're wounded. Wiegraf, go. Do not tarry here for me. Ramza. Alma. Wiegraf, go. Isolde. Isolde. Forgive me, Wiegraf. Ramza. Isolde, wait! Well, we lost 2 Auracite stones. That's great. Wiegraf. Cough. Is this how it ends? I have failed Miluda. Failed them all. A bitter draft? A bitter draft. So much left undone. Godstone bearer, with me now do treat. Ramza. The Auracite. It speaks? Godstone bearer, with me now do treat. Your spirit and my flesh as one shall merge. Life undying yours forevermore. Wiegraf. Is this the stone's great secret? I like Ramza's O-shaped mouth. Your ire and despair, their call I heed, and so once more I ask, with me do treat. Wiegraf! No, it means to deceive you! That was Ramza. Wiegraf. Help me, I beg you. The Gigas Bellius have I been named. Your plea to answer now my only wish. Bellius, the Gigas. Is this the wonder of the Auracite? Ramza. Wiegraf? Bellius. Magnificent the power of the gods. Nay, not only power, so much more. Sights unknown I see, my mind a vessel filled with the wisdom of 1,000 years. Ha! You hurry towards your end, alas too soon. Such power, such power. Ramza. Elder, what are you doing? Elder Simon. I had to bring you this. Ramza. A book? Simon. Written by a man named Germanique, one of Saint Ajora's disciples. It was lost for a great many years. Only recently did I discover it among the stacks of our reliquary beneath the monastery. It chronicles the true tale of the Zodiac Braves. No detail is omitted. Ramza. Please, Elder, you'll tire yourself. Simon. I am already so very tired. I have lived a life of sin. All these years I have turned a blind eye as the church rotted with corruption. With this book, you can expose their misdeeds. You can win almost freedom. Ramza. Please, Elder. Simon. It is done. My mind is now at ease. The rest, Ramza, depends on you. You really are the very image of Barbaneth in his youth, you know. Ramza. Elder Simon, no! Alright, so we've seen our second Lucavi. I'm going to save now. The Germanic scriptures are an item that you can access in the Chronicle. I think it's under artifacts, maybe. The scriptures, yeah. So, my voice is dying. but I'm going to give it a shot. If you don't read this now, you're going to get the option to tell somebody if you read it or not as soon as you leave the monastery, basically. The first, I don't know, half a dozen times I did this, I didn't know that you could actually read them. So I was just like, yes, no, I don't know. But yeah, you can actually read them. Scriptures of Germanic, a historical account of St. Ajora's life recorded by his disciple Germanic. Its very existence has long been denied. I opened the Scriptures of Germanic entrusted to me by Elder Simon, and began to leaf through the pages. The words before my eyes were writ in a holy script of the ancients. Several illustrations were scattered throughout, but many pages were missing or damaged, and the script was exceedingly difficult to decipher. I was deeply curious as to what knowledge lay within. As I was turning pages, faintly penned letters in modern Evolution script occasionally caught my eye. Notes of an explanatory nature had been added here and there throughout the book. I wondered who might have written them. Judging by the faded ink, some entries were more than a decade old, while others seemed to have been penned only in the last few days. As I touched my finger to one of them, the writing smeared. The ink had yet to fully dry. Every note was written in the same hand, Elder Simon's. I suddenly realized he must have devoted a significant portion to his life to deciphering these scriptures, line by painstaking line. Even though he said he only recently discovered them. Well, I guess at that point, I'm only 38. And I already feel like, I did something recently when I was in my 20s. That's over a decade ago. So I could feel if Elder Simon was like, I recently discovered these scriptures 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And just, that still feels recent to him. I could see it. I relied heavily on his fragmentary notes as I continued reading. Apparently, the Holy Script had been recorded by Germanic, a disciple of St. Ajora. Germanic. That name struck a familiar chord. Half-forgotten history lessons rose unbidden in my mind. And then I remembered. Germanic was the disciple who had betrayed his master, turning him over to the Holy Edoran Empire. I was astounded that a labrum penned by the same Germanic from my history lessons now rested in my very hands. I could hardly contain myself as I turned the pages. And then I was assaulted by a shock far greater than the realization that I held a priceless historical artifact. Originally, I had thought the book to be no more than a collection of St. Ajora's teachings, as recorded by Germanic. How unprepared I was to learn what it truly contained. This tome served as an account of St. Ajora's life. The St. Ajora described within was of a considerably different nature than the man about whom we have all been taught. I had always known that St. Ajora was no ordinary mortal. My faith in the Church of Glabados was not as profoundly complete as that of my Lord Brother Zalbek, yet I did believe that St. Ajora was a child of the gods, descended from the heavens to deliver humanity from its self-inflicted chaos. Or I should say, I had believed. All I had thought immutable was shattered upon reading the scriptures. St. Ajora's birth came in the midst of a golden age of technology, when airships yet plied the skies. He was born in Lazalia, in the city of Brevenia. Moments after his birth, he rose to his feet and approached a well. Upon reaching its base, words of prophecy poured forth from his infant lips. Infant lips. A calamity shall soon befall this well. Seal it up at once, that none may drink of it. Some days later, the Black Death visited the town of Brevenia, and all those who drank the well's tainted water succumbed to the plague and perished. Only those families who heeded the prophetic words of St. Ajora were spared from death and malady. After the incident with the well, the people came to revere St. Ajora as a portent of miracle and child of the gods. But it was not until he reached the age of 20 that St. Ajora would become the savior of Evelis and take his place among the gods in paradise. Evelis was not always united as it is today. Long ago, the realm was divided into 7 kingdoms: Fovaham, Lionel, Limberry, Lazalia, Gallion, Zeltenia and Muland. Each warred with the others in a never-ending struggle to expand its own territory. This conflict had continued for centuries until an ambitious young king rose to power in Muland. This young monarch dreamt of uniting all of Ivlis under his hand, but the road to victory was a difficult and dangerous one. The king turned to ancient tomes and the dark magics found within, summoning a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding. But once unleashed, the demon slew the king and set out to destroy the very world itself. To combat this monstrosity, a great hero set out on a quest. Together with his 12 disciples, he collected the zodiac stones that had been scattered throughout the world, and the zodiac braves were born again. The zodiac braves soon defeated the creature's minions and banished the demon back to its infernal plane, for this becoming known as the saviors of our world. The story is now a well-known legend. The zodiac braves have since appeared whenever the world balanced on the brink of catastrophe, only to vanish just as quickly once the crisis has been averted. Similar catastrophe threatened the world in the time of Saint Ajora. The king of Limberry summoned a demon in hopes of seizing control of all of Ivlis, and once again plunged the world into chaos. And just as in the legend, Saint Ajora collected the 12 zodiac stones, and once again, the zodiac braves rose to defeat the marauding demon. However, the sovereigns of any age have small tolerance for the interference of well-meaning heroes. Fearing the charismatic saint's growing influence, the Holy Adoran Empire dispatched soldiers to capture him and his devoted followers. Farism was the prevalent religion of that day, and its priests feared Ajora's growing influence. Ultimately, Germanic, the 13th disciple, was tempted by sordid coin, offering vital information that led to his master's capture. The saint was executed upon the gallows of Golgotha as soon thereafter. But lest we forget, Saint Ajora was a child of the gods. The wrath of the heavens was swift and terrible. Immediately following the execution, Muland, the center of Farist teachings, was visited by a terrible cataclysm and sank into the sea. Saint Ajora then ascended to paradise to take his rightful place among the gods. This was the legend with which I was familiar, the very same tale told to every child of Ivlis. But the Saint Ajora described within the scriptures of Germanic was of a different man altogether. Ajora was no child of the gods. He was a mere mortal, no more divine than you or I. He was a revolutionary who fought to realize his own ambitions. He was no lover of peace, no hero who had sacrificed himself for the good of humanity. Germanic wrote of him, "As the founder of a new religion with a rising number of followers, Ajora was seen as no more than a nuisance to the empire. But Ajora was apparently more than just a religious founder. He was a saboteur who infiltrated enemy states to collect information and sowed disorder. Ajora was a spy, dispatched to the Holy Adoran Empire by a rival state. Whatever he claimed to be, it was fact that the Empire began to fear this upstart's growing influence. Germanic was employed to collect evidence that would allow the Empire to arrest Ajora as a spy. The 13th disciple was in reality no more than the Empire's instrument in a play to uncover Ajora's true intentions. It seems that Ajora indeed attempted to reassemble the Zodiac Braves. Germanic confirmed in his writings that Ajora even discovered some of the stones. But what was his purpose in seeking them? I do not know if the young king of Limberry actually summoned a demon. At the very least, I have failed to encounter even a single line within the scriptures that records the event. Yet catastrophe did indeed befall Muland at the time of Ajora's death. According to the scriptures, the bulk of the city sank into the sea. The footnotes provided further enlightenment. They expressed a different view, no doubt the personal opinion of Elder Simon. Although many spoke of their existence, none had ever set eyes upon these scriptures of Germanic. Some might say they are fraudulent, written with the sole purpose of discrediting Saint Ajora. But I know this tome to be authentic. When I served as an inquisitor for the church, many others in the Holy Office feared the existence of this work. And the same is no doubt true for the High Confessor. They were all fearful of these writings, for everything contained within them is fact. After Saint Ajora's death, the church, which had capitalized on his considerable influence to seize power for itself, had only one task, to conceal his true nature as a human being. This one fact had to be erased from the annals of history. They needed to ensure that Saint Ajora be remembered as a child of the gods. Their use of the Zodiac Braves, a legend believed throughout Ivalice, was the stroke of genius. It was a simple feat to convince the people that Saint Ajora had led the Zodiac Braves to defeat a demon that never existed. I realize now that I had lost my faith the moment I began to read these scriptures, and yet I feel no sorrow. Thinking back, I now know that my desire to know the truth was stronger than my faith had ever been. But I have committed one great sin. I failed to condemn the church for lying to our flock all these years. And why? I knew that if I were to share this book with the world, my precious library would be taken from me. And to me, there could be no pain greater, for this library is the only means of slaking my endless thirst for knowledge. My curiosity eclipsed my will to do what was right. Elder Simon wrote that Saint Ajora's demon never existed, but I have seen the dark power of the Zodiac Stones with my own eyes. There is an evil presence at work, something much more sinister than even the High Confessor and his twisted plots. And there we go. Next time, we will be continuing some story because I won't have a choice. There will be more errands to run after this because Chapter 3 is kind of divided up into two parts. Chapter 4 is also divided into two parts where errands become available after a certain amount of story is done. I'll probably do it like I did the last couple episodes, where I just try to get all the errands out of the way, pause recording for battles, and come back to finish off the errands sort of thing, so that I can kind of speed through those a little bit. But yeah, we're about halfway through Chapter 3 now, plot-wise. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.